can see what is happening here. You know, maybe we should. Maybe we should do that.
That is scary.
So we have Michael. It's M Day, just for the record. So it's M Day for Spirit Week, and so Michael dressed up as a muumuu, as a cow. He's wearing his cow appreciation day outfit for Chick-fil-A. But Brandon has a mask of Michael's face, and he's just holding it up. So he's also Michael for M Day. We have an M&M, the red M&M, in our class. We have. She looks like a banana, but apparently she's actually.
Where did you get that picture from?
Apparently, it's a.
A
Musa acuminata is a type of banana. I am told. I will believe her because I have no reason to distrust her. We have a mom with her baby. For the record, she doesn't have a real, it's a baby doll, but it's her mom. We have Maddie, who's dressed like Mason, and Mason is dressed like Maddie for M Day.
Mason was actually
Mason's just dressed like Mason.
So.
Oh, I thought it was one of those like Mason, oh, I'm dressed like Maddie. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm dressed like Mason, and that was going to be...
No, they just happen to be weird.
No, okay, wait, I'm just saying, like, we live in a world where it's supposed to be like, you know, equal, not like male-dominated or anything, and here, no, I'm dressed like him. Oh.
But they are matching.
They're matching. Okay, all right. And Maddie and Mason already had M&M anyway. And then we've got Miss Kendall over here dressed as Minnie Mouse. So very, very nice Minnie Mouse outfit. I am a mathemagician, in case you cannot tell. I said an M&M. We have the red M&M. I mentioned her already. I was working my way across the room right before I mentioned
didn't
Mama.
hear M&M.
And
you should say it again.
we have a red M&M. Genesis is happy. We're going to be like 3 minutes overtime by the time we're done with this. You thought yesterday was long. Today's going to be long. Anyway, so I'm a mathematician. It's like a mathematician, only cooler. Way cooler. All right. Anyway, well, it's more for my pre-cal students because we graph straight lines. That's all we've graphed so far. We talked about parabolas. We haven't graphed them yet. Well, when you start graphing trig ratios, some of you might remember junior high sine, cosine, tangent. We start graphing those. Those look really cool. So this is actually the sine curve. It says math puns are the first sign of madness. So anyway, I also have a calculus tie, if you can see the tiny bit of calculus peeking through. And of course, my favorite, my math socks, which you can't see on camera, but they're definitely perfect for me. And they say, I'm always right. And it's got
new shoes.
Right angles. Sort of new shoes. They're relatively.
They look too clean.
Yeah, they're definitely recent, not my old PE shoes. Those have been designated as work shoes because my work shoes are falling apart. So down the line. Anyway, none of that has anything whatsoever to do with math. So, but it does explain why I look so weird. We'll see how long it stays this way. Page 188. You have a quiz coming up, and to review for it, got some classwork for you. I want you to review page 188. To 189, do numbers 16 to 28, the even, as we review for your upcoming quiz. So take a few minutes, work on those, and I might be just an ordinary mathematician when I come back on camera. I want a special thanks to Audrey for all the stickers on the mathematician hat, because it was very boring before that. By the way, stickers like that can be yours if you get a perfect test on Friday. What? On Friday. Lesson 105, if you're watching on YouTube. Direct and inverse variation, and determining whether or not you have a function based on the given information. Cusimanata, whatever it is.
Musa acuminata.
Musa acuminata is throwing me off because I keep looking up and my brain is programmed. If I see something above head level, it's a hand raised. I need to answer a question. And twice now I've looked up thinking I saw a hand raised, and it's just the top of the Musa acuminata. Oh man. That's why we love Spirit Week so much. People finished. Take just a couple more minutes to be finishing up. Okay, I have fact checked, and a Musa acuminata is a species of banana native to southern Asia. So she lies not. I didn't think she was lying, but
I thought you said you weren't gonna look it up and just take my word because
I was going to, and then I'm like, hey, my computer's already on the internet because I was uploading my video from earlier today. I'm like, you know, it would take 2 seconds to check this and see it for myself.
Can you look at it?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get that. I don't know how well you can see this. I'm not sure how to make the image bigger, but
They're green.
You're supposed to be green.
Oh, she's lying.
well, that's yellowy green. It's ripening.
Those are not ripe Musa.
They're just not ripe yet.
Now
That's
look
all.
how bright Musa.
I
Yeah,
have the
whatever it
right
is.
perfection.
Musa acuminata.
Yes.
Spelled M-U-S-A space A-C-U-M-I-N-A-T-A. Now, what I want to know is where in the world did you hear about a Musa acuminata enough to think of dressing in a banana suit?
Had a banana costume, and I
She
looked
wanted
at
to be a
bananas that start
banana,
with
so I
M.
looked up.
Really? That's
Yes.
you were, so basically you wanted to wear the banana suit. You're like, there's got to be a variety of banana that
Yes.
starts with M. Boom. That's next level. My hat is literally off to you. Anyway, finish your work. You got like 1 more minute, and then we're gonna go over this. I have so much fun in my job. I can't imagine what people in office jobs do. Like that's got to be so boring. Feel bad for them. All right, looks like we're just about finished here. Let's take a look. Number 16, constant variation, or direct variation rather. What was the constant of direct variation? Genesis? Good, y equals 5x is the form, so the constant was 5. Number 18, what was the equation that you wrote, first of all? Brandon? D equals ks, and when you plugged in the 20 and the 2, you got a k of 10. So if she increases her speed 5 miles per hour, what's her stopping distance? 50 feet. Number 20, what was the constant of inverse variation for this table, Kendall?
Is it a half?
It is not 1/2. Maddie? 5. Remember, for inverse variation, you should be able to multiply the values and always get the same thing. So negative half of negative 10 is positive 5. Negative a third of negative 15 is positive 5. So positive 5. So xy equals 5 or y equals 5 over x would work for your form. Number 22, let me come back to Kendall. What was your equation that you started with?
TS equals K.
Good. TS equals K. So tuition increase times number of students is constant. What did you get for the constant?
10,000.
Ooh, it should not have been 10,000. So that's going to mess up the next answer. Michael, did you also have something along the lines of TS equals K?
Yes.
What was your K?
30,000.
Should have been 30,000. So if they increase tuition $300, they can expect how many students? Michael?
Are you still on me?
Yeah.
Oh, 100.
100. And then I'm not sure what you would have gotten, some like fractional student, and that's your sign that something is something is not right. All right. Any questions on 16, 18, 20, 22? Anyone need to see them worked on the board? I talked through them, but do you need to see them? Anyone? How many perfect? 4 for 4. Got them all. Okay, several of you. Any questions?
We get stickers.
No. No. On my hat. All right, numbers 24, 26, 28, yes or no, is it a function? Number 24, is it or is it not, Abby?
Nope.
Why not?
Because there's two -4s and they have a different y.
Good, there's two different there's x occurs as -4 twice, but each time it has a different y value. That can't be a function. Number 26, yay or nay, Genesis?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Vertical line test, we're good. By the way, what type of function would that be? Anyone remember from yesterday? It's called a constant function. The equation there would be f of x equals 3 or y equals 3. It's a constant. No matter what you plug in for x, you're always going to get the same thing for y. Number 28, is that a function, yay or nay? Audrey?
No.
No, why not?
Because it has a y squared.
Well, not because it has the y squared, but because when you get the y by itself,
It has two answers.
it gives two answers, a positive and a negative. And so because of that, for instance, we saw one the other day that had a y squared in it, but by the time you got done solving it, the y squares had canceled away, and you were left with, I think it was just a y cubed, which doesn't have positive negative. So yeah, be careful not to see y squared and instantly say, oh, not a function. Make sure the y by itself actually gets a positive negative, which it does. So again, not a function. So our answers were no, yes, no for those three. Good to go, perfect. On 24, 26, 28. Questions on any of those?
We get stickers.
No. Now, you get perfect on the quiz in a minute, then sticker, and that's happy. The math magician would probably give stickers more freely, but I'm a mathematician again, and we're stingy and lazy. Too lazy to walk over there and get stickers. All right, I want you to turn back to page 187 now. Page 187, and do numbers 2, 4, and 6, evaluating a few different functions. Now, by the way you would see this on a quiz would probably be k of x equals something, and they wouldn't say what if when x is 4, it would simply say k of 4 equals. Okay? So that's the way you would see, for instance, number 2 spelled out. 2, 2, 4, and 6. A quick review over function evaluation. about a half a minute longer. Let's take a look at these together. Number 2, we had k of x equals, and it gave us a negative 2x cubed, positive 5x squared, negative x positive 25. Again, you're going to plug in the 4, so you're going to cube it to get 64. Multiply that by negative 2 to get negative 128. Then you're going to square to get 16 times 5 is 80. That is just a negative 4 and a positive 25. You can plug this all straight into the calculator. I'm going to group it with signs since I'm not using a calculator. And let's see, that's a negative 27 is what I'm getting. And that is correct. And we got negative 27. All right, on the next one we had g of x is a negative 6x cubed plus 27 all over 10x plus 100. And we were supposed to evaluate g of negative 1. I'm thankful they gave us a little number like that. Cube the negative 1, remember it's still negative 1, times negative 6 is positive 6, plus 27 is 33, negative 1 times 10 is negative 10, plus 100 is 90. I can at least reduce a 3 to get 11/30ths is what I'm getting, and that's what the book has as well. How many also had the 11/30ths? Good, and then for the last one, we had f of z is a negative 3 times the square root of negative 30z plus 5z cubed. And we were finding f of negative 2. So we're going to cube the negative 2, which is negative 8 times 5 is negative 40. We're going to multiply negative 2 times negative 30, which is positive 60. 60 negative 40 is going to give us the square root of 20 times the negative 3, but we won't leave that. We'll factor the 20 class into 4 and 5. Pull out a 2 times the negative 3 gives us times the square root of the 5, and that's what I've got, and that's what they had also. How many had the negative 6 square root of 5 for the answer? Any questions on evaluating functions? Any questions on what we just reviewed in preparation for the quiz, or do we feel pretty good about this quiz? All right, clear desk except for a clean sheet of paper and a pencil, everything else away. Clean sheet of paper, pencil, calculator. You can have that out too. Everything else away. First last name at the top of your formerly clean sheet of paper. First and last name at the top of the paper along with today's date, which is 1/25/22. Just 11 months till Christmas. So if you're thinking, what do I get? My favorite mathematician, excuse me, at the moment. Give me some ideas. Never too early to start planning gifts for favorite teachers.
30XA calculator, gold plated.
Oh. All right. He would spray paint it. Don't give me that. And he'd say it was gold plated. All right. First and last name, along with today's date, which is 1/25/22. This is quiz 23. Quiz 23. Do not write on the quiz copy. I know it's a larger quiz, just the nature of the content on it. It will take about the same length of time as an ordinary quiz, though, so not particularly difficult. Quiz 23, again, please do not write on the quiz copy. 1 through 6, talking about the different types of variation. Number 7, 8, and 9, you're either going to write yes or no, and then numbers 10 through 13, you're going to evaluate those functions given at those given points. All right. We'll end the video. We'll resume after the quiz.